Yo, what's going on, Footballer Nation? Sorry this episode's coming at you a little late. In case you couldn't tell, I'm actually watching Red Zone of this week now and finishing up the episode. But I thought I'd let you know I'm sorry it's coming out a little late. It was recorded on Wednesday, and it's coming out today. So just so you know, all of this info is from Wednesday. It's our Halloween episode. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Hello, Footballer Nation, and welcome to a spooktacular episode of Footballers Anonymous. My name is Carson. I am a cardsaholic, and for those of you watching our video, you might notice today I am dressed up like Will Levis. Oh, hey.
Direction and magnitude has driven me to the land of the Billsaholic. The bills flow through me just like the evil I'm going to commit when I thrust my hips in your direction, because they call me Vector.
I'm Ian. I'm a Bearsaholic, and I am soda pop.
Oh yeah.
And joining us today, of course, we have a very special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Charlie. I'm a Ravensaholic, and I am, if you can't see, the Ravens roster. I am wearing a splint. I have a boot on. You can't see it right now. There's crutches just off screen here. I mean, I'm so bruised up that I might as well be in the hospital right now. So it's lucky that they let me out to do this recording.
Oh yeah.
For more spookiness and Halloweenness, make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the episode. But first, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Hello, Footballer Nation, and welcome to Footballers Anonymous, coming at you after a crazy week in the NFL. How are we all doing, guys?
I'm doing great.
We won for the first time in 3 weeks.
Oh, please. Please.
Miserable.
3 weeks?
Listen,
My card
we
was
went from
this week.
we went from the Bears being the only team to win in the past 3 weeks to the Bears being the only team that lost this week.
Oh, this is true.
I mean, the Cardinals didn't play, but still counts.
It does. That's valid. Because we had the
Yeah,
Bills. The Bills were on bye one of the weeks we counted last time, so it checks.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go as far to say as the Cardinals won the bye because the Niners lost.
This is true. I mean, when
I would say the Cardinals lost by because Trey McBride didn't play on National Tight Ends Day.
Yeah, low-key kind of nuts.
Yeah, they need to do better at scheduling next time.
Yeah, I was going to bring this up later, but I might as well bring it up now. Sunday was National Tight Ends Day, and Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and Travis Kelce all did not play.
At some point, it seems intentional.
George
Yeah, a
Kittle
bunch
was
of the
only
main
one of like the big four who played on National Tight Ends Day.
Hey, Mark Andrews played.
Yeah, top four tight end.
Mark Andrews would be in the big four if he could catch.
If he played football, yeah.
Yeah.
If he could catch in the divisional round.
If he did anything.
Mark Andrews got demoted last year.
We're gonna open up today's episode the way we open up every episode by talking to you guys we asked you to ask us questions and we answered them. Funny story about that. We put out a poll today, or yesterday, and I was very confused when I saw we had no responses, which we've gone some weeks with no responses before, but like pretty much all of season 2, we've gotten at least like 5 or 6 questions. So we were like, that's kind of strange. So we sent out another poll and we were like, yo, here's another opportunity if you guys would like to ask questions. And again, we got nothing. But I got a message from OG Pizza Man. That's right. He's making a push for fan of the year. OG Pizza Man. And he responded and he messaged and he said, hey, for my question, if you text me while you guys are answering it, I can give you guys a live answer if you want. And I was like, I didn't see you had a question. So I eventually looked and I realized that our Instagram was just bugged for some reason and we didn't get any of your responses. So Alex, shout out Alex for putting out a last minute sort of notification saying you guys can DM us with your questions. So we got a couple of you guys back. But if we didn't get you, we're sorry. We genuinely just don't have your questions. You can ask them again. You can comment them. We'll be responding to comments this week. If you want to comment on this video or anything else we post, we can answer your questions there, or we can answer them in the next episode. But we do have a few questions. So let's answer them. And we'll start off with OG Pizza Man. OG Pizza Man says, I recently... Oh, do we need to share the OG Pizza Man lore?
No, no. I mean, I think we shared it already.
Okay. He says, I recently adopted a new son who's better than my old son. For context, we recently learned OG Pizza Man is canonically and biologically Geno Smith's dad. So he's given us lots of insight into why his son sucks at football. But now OG Pizza Man says, I recently adopted a new son who's better than my old son, the greatest quarterback on the East Coast. Can you guess who it is?
Best quarterback on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Tyler Snoop Huntley. Pro Bowler Tyler Snoop Huntley.
Well, my first thought goes to obviously Mitchell David Trubisky, but
Right. It can't be him.
But it can't be him.
Is he on the East Coast?
Maybe
Yes.
OG Pizza Man's
Buffalo.
being sarcastic, and it's actually Tua turning the ball over.
Oh, Tua turned the ball over?
I mean, Tua was playing with one eye this week.
Do you think it could be
That's
Drake
true.
May, or Drake May?
Drake May. Third in MVP odds right now. My glorious goat, Drake May. Maybe.
Are we counting Dak Prescott? He's in the East.
Oh, Dallas is not in the East.
I mean,
He's in
Cowboys
the
are in the East.
NFC East.
They
Okay.
I mean,
Cowboys are in the East.
is it like, I mean, we're counting Florida as East Coast, right? Would you count like
Yeah.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Like, is Baker Mayfield in the conversation?
Well, is he actually choosing a good quarterback, or is it like
I don't know.
is it like a new good quarterback like Drake May?
He says he's the best QB in the East. I did just get
Got
an
it.
answer.
I think it's obviously Cooper Rush.
By any chance are any of these quarterbacks applying for a villain loan?
Okay, he says, OG Pizza Man says, he's just, interesting. He says, this is coming from him, not me, just to clarify. This says, he's just a lone cowboy. Some say he's never missed a shot and never lost a duel. I'd like to introduce my new son, Mitch Trubisky.
That's just not right.
That can't
No.
be possible.
I think OG Pizza Man's lying to us.
I don't know if I like this.
I don't.
I think OG Pizza Man's lying to us.
He does his. If anything,
Rich is no lie.
if anything, he's your dad, and you'd be
He's everyone's dad.
privileged to have him as your father.
Honestly, for saying that, I kind of want OG Pizza Man to check out my new weapon, the Piranha gun.
Hey, can we eject OG Pizza Man from the game? I
Well,
think this-
here's
You're in the showers.
Talking about is he talking about NFL quarterbacks, or because I mean, if we're talking all quarterbacks ever to play on the East Coast, Colin M. Schlee did play on the East Coast.
He does make a good. I think he would be the best possible adoptable quarterback because
Yeah,
Mitch
Schlee
Trubisky
is
is not adoptable.
in line behind Trubisky.
I've there's all the other quarterbacks, and then there's Schlee, and then there's Trubisky. Like it's not even close. I can't raise my arm high for Trubisky. That's interesting. We'll definitely need to follow
Is it not crazy to go as far to say is Mitchell David Trubisky is everybody's father?
I would
crazy
say
at all.
so. I would argue so.
I would argue.
Long story short, I think there's a flag on the play here, guys, and I think we sent OG Pizza Man back one comment, and then yeah, you just keep OG Pizza Man just got to keep your head up and come back next week.
We sent him back one comment. Yeah.
We send him back one.
Okay. Our next question. This is more of a Halloween question, I guess.
Oh, shout out.
Actually, not. It's just a question. This is from the goat.
An actual goat?
An actual. No, not an actual goat. This is from my sister Ian.
Oh, shout out.
Which
This
one?
is from my sister McKenna, And she asks.
So the
again,
GOAT.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like,
Isn't she the general manager of the Los Angeles Chargers?
so they say. Rumor has it.
What they say.
So they say.
Okay.
She likes to keep her name out of it.
Mhm.
She asks, if you could star in a movie, what would it be?
Like a previously recorded movie, or like if we could make up a movie to star in.
I think either would be fine. If you,
Live action Despicable Me. Oh yeah.
So is this like just a
What
start,
if this is
or
supposed to
just
be? I'm
like
literally in a costume.
yeah, I think you would star. You would be the lead actor,
the lead
Check out
actor?
my squid gun.
or maybe you
Sounds
don't
like-
maybe
I think
necessarily
it's
have to be the
like-
lead
yeah,
actor, just a star, I suppose.
I would
Yeah.
play Emmett
know what?
in the Lego movie.
You know what, man? Just make me the lead actor in Spider-Man.
Low key valid.
Make me Spider-Man, and then make me Spider-Man, and I'm good.
Put me in in any Star Wars movie, and I will play Obi-Wan, and I'll be very happy.
Or Carson, hear me out. You and me star in a street level Spider-Man Daredevil team up movie.
Yo, that could be peak.
Yo,
Yo,
peak cinema right there.
Peak cinema. I would
cinema
watch
right
that.
there.
I don't know about you guys, but I would watch that.
Yeah, I'd watch the hell out of that.
Well, actually, I guess I wouldn't watch it because I'd be blind.
But you're only an actor.
It'd be a shame if y'all were acting and I accidentally used my piranha gun.
Dude, your piranha gun is CGI.
CGI.
It's completely CGI, dude.
You say that until you see
It's
it.
not CGI.
Oh,
You say that until it hits you.
Oh, gentlemen, we have to go back for a moment. I just got more text from OG Pizza Man. OG Pizza Man says, he will not fail me, unlike my last child. That is true. He won't fail because he's Mitch Trubisky. He's physically incapable
Right.
of failing.
It's not possible.
But then he says, and because of Mitch Trubisky, his aura, I shall be changing my name to his. He out-auras me. Okay, so clearly this is just a little misguided, right? You know, the motivation is the motivation is there. I don't know if you can adopt Mitch Trubisky. I think he automatically like owns everyone, like kind of like Tom Brady, but like way better. But I respect the recognition of aura because he does have aura. Anyways,
I'm keeping the
Does
flag.
he have aura, or is he aura?
oh well,
You look up aura, the first image that shows up is Mitchell David Trubisky.
it's true. Don't look it up. Trust us.
You know, if I tried to shrink Mitchell David Trubisky's aura with my shrink ray, it wouldn't shrink because there's so much of it.
Your shrink ray would break.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would. All right.
Even evil masterminds know their limits.
It's true, they do. While we're talking about our fans, those are the questions that we got back. Again, we know we had a lot more asked. Feel free to either DM us or comment or whatever, or send them in next week, and we will answer them. We promise. But for now,
Or send us letters to the PO box on the screen right now.
yeah, exactly. But with that, we're gonna turn the time over really quickly to Alex for our comment of the week.
On a very complicated day where we are all in costumes and we're all doing a bunch of stuff, we're going to take it with a very simple comment for our comment of the week. Not something I usually do. Usually they're long and extravagant, but I want to kind of switch it up a little bit. I think it's kind of just something I want to do. It's by Casey Ludlow 9914. It's nothing extravagant. It's just footballers rise up.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's a fan comment.
Hey, rise
Hey.
up,
I think it's a
footballers.
good comment.
rise up.
It's
Right.
simple, it's effective, and it does the job.
Rise
It
up,
does.
Red,
Sometimes that's all
Red
you need.
Sea, more like rise up, footballers see.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
it's good to
yeah.
get fundamentals.
Yeah. You
Facts.
gotta stick to the
Fundamentals are very important.
It's
We're
true.
nothing if we're not fundamentals.
It's true.
And here at Football's Not, we like to put the fun in fundamentals.
It's true. We do. That's a good quote. I might frame that. That was beautiful.
That's a good
We put the mental in fundamentals.
Only sometimes. Only some weeks.
Sometimes. Only some weeks. And speaking of weeks, I've got an elite segue. Speaking of weeks, this week is Halloween. I know, elite segue. This week is Halloween. So
Hang on. What if instead of October, it was October? And instead of Halloween, it was Halloween.
We put the mental in fundamentals.
yeah,
I thought that
we're
was
putting
back inside you by like 6 or 7 years.
We are putting the mental in fundamental. Okay.
Do that, yeah.
Because it is Halloween week, we're bringing back a segment that we brought last year. We are bringing back the Bloody Mary segment, where we take 3 of the most insane Hail Marys in NFL history, and we decide which one we think is the bloodiest. Last year, in case you forgot, we picked 3 Hail Marys, each one of which was thrown against one of our teams. We had, of course, the Hail Murray. We had, of course, the Jail Mary. And we had the Aaron Rodgers wild card Hail Mary against the Cardinals. This year, though, we have 3 new ones, only one of which was thrown against one of our 4 teams, which I will talk about.
It's going to be the Ravens.
It will be the Ravens.
Okay.
Our first Hail Mary. This is a pretty iconic one, I feel like. We got to bring the king of Hail Marys in here. Aaron Rodgers versus the Detroit Lions. I think we're all pretty familiar with that one. To win the game.
This is the Rodgers to Rodgers.
Lions. This is the Rodgers to Rodgers Hail Mary. 65 air yards with no time left on the clock. The Packers win against the Lions. Our second Hail Mary is Andy Dalton and the Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. 65 air yards. He's actually stepped further back than Rodgers was. However, his throw didn't make it to the end zone. It was tipped by a Ravens defender into the end zone for A.J. Green to bring it in to bring the game to overtime. Bengals did lose in overtime, but it's still a pretty crazy Hail Mary. And the last one, we're taking a bit of an older one here, but I think it's a pretty good one. David Garrard versus the Texans. This is a pretty iconic play, even if you don't recognize it immediately. This was 55 air yards. It actually got to the Texans defender, who at the goal line batted the ball down into the arms of the Jacksonville receiver for the touchdown. If you need to look it up, feel free.
I do. I actually want to see the Dalton one too. The only one I can actually visualize is the Rodgers one. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That poor guy.
What do you mean?
He made the right play, and it just... Man, watching the guy that batted down just freeze.
Something I think we should consider for the Aaron Rodgers one, for how bloody it is that play only existed because of a face mask call.
This is true.
Aaron Rodgers. How can you not put that one first?
I'm not gonna lie.
My list is the opposite.
Really?
My list is Rodgers, Dalton, Garrard.
Mine is as well. Actually, I gotta put Rodgers at the bottom. It's a cool play, but that's just a good And then the Andy Dalton one, they did win the game, so it didn't end up being that bad for them. But the fact that it was well short of the end zone too, well short, 3 or 4 yards, and then tipped into the hands of AJ Green, that's gut wrenching. But
very high as well.
The Garrard one is absolutely horrible. The corner makes, all right, I don't know if it's corner or safety, but he makes the perfect play. He does what he's supposed to and bats it down. And just so unlucky, the positioning of the receiver.
I don't know. I just feel like the Rodgers one wasn't supposed to happen. The Lions won the game. And then the face mask on Rodgers is like the defender's pinky grabbed the face mask.
It is true.
I'm putting Dalton last.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Part of it's because they won the game, but also it's kind of just it was a little ridiculous. It bounced multiple times in the air, in a way that's kind of gut wrenching, but also one, they won the game, and two, it wasn't as much of a good play just a positioning with the Garrard one. That was just so unfortunate for that defender. Mm-hmm. In the case of the Ravens, it was there was so much stuff going on that it kind of just happened in I don't know.
I'm watching the Texans one. Even the receiver wasn't ready to catch that ball.
No, that makes it even worse. The receiver was not ready to catch that ball. He just got so unlucky about it. I think it was one of those things where the receiver caught the ball and then realized after the fact.
Yeah, you can see they're all really confused there for a second.
It's funny because regardless of what I do with 2 and 1, Garrard's going to end up being first in our collective rankings just because of how y'all did it. Because Garrard got 2 first place votes and a 3rd place vote. and then Roger got 2/3 and a first because I'm either putting Garage second or first. Garage gonna be ahead, and because I put Dalton third, I think Dalton goes. Unless I put Rogers second, then it might be Rogers that goes there, but it's close between Roger and Garage. Depends on how you do the math.
This guy's
But
trying
I'm
to-
probably gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put Garrard first and Rogers second. But like, man, no, I'm putting Rogers first. I'm putting Rogers first. I'm forgetting about the air yards and the fact that Rogers like had to come like escape the pressure very efficiently right before the play happened. Like that, people forget. Like he was dodging people before he made that throw. That was not an easy Hail Mary.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, congrats to David Garrard for being the second ever winner of the Footballers Anonymous Bloody Mary segment. So it only happens once a year. So, you got to have a really good Hail Mary to win this contest. So congratulations to the Jags and Garrard for winning. But now we get to talk about the 2025 or 2024 fan voted favorite segment of Footballers Anonymous, Carson's College Knowledge. And we get to start by talking about Friday Night Football. Charlie was also there too. Charlie and I were both in attendance for Friday night.
I haven't seen a game that good since ever. Since that was the best game I've ever seen.
That might be one of my best moments ever as a football fan. Wow.
I know the Hokies are like have like a billion losses, but that one win
Ooh, it was so good, dude.
because that game was like 25 years of Enter Sandman, and throughout the game they kept showing on like the board a bunch of iconic home wins about like huge defensive stops. That's an iconic home win right there. Double overtime. You're down 10 in the second half. You can't get anything going. Your team's dead to rights. And then all of a sudden you force an overtime and then you find a way to win it.
Yeah, this was an incredible game. An ACC masterclass in on Friday Night Football in Blacksburg. Cal versus Virginia Tech. Tech did win in 2 overtimes, 42-34. Like Charlie said, it was the 25th anniversary of Enter Sandman in Lane Stadium. And throughout the game, they were showing many of Virginia Tech's most important defensive stops at the end of games, which are the very, very, very rare few times that Enter Sandman has ever actually been played mid-game. That hasn't happened in years, right? And then eventually the game came down to a second overtime defensive stop, and Enter Sandman came on the 25th anniversary of Enter Sandman in Blacksburg. They've been hyping up all these historical moments, and then we had one, and it was absolutely incredible. It's the loudest I've ever heard that stadium, and it was at maybe 60% capacity too. Like, it was because we were down 20-10 at halftime. Bunch of people left, and
You can't
you'd hate to be
you
there
can't
right
talk
now.
about this game without knowing how it unfolded. Virginia Tech started like they always do. They started really strong. Cal quarterback Sungapolitelli got dropped on the first play of the game.
By Kellum High School alumni Kamari Copeland, who had a
Shout out Cal
day.
High School right
By
there.
the way, shout out Kellum High School. He had a day. He was the ACC Defensive Lineman of the Week. He had 3 sacks, I believe 7 tackles for loss. He went crazy.
Speaking of Kellum High School, they also won their Friday night football game against Bayside. So the more you know there.
We're out here covering high school football now. High school,
Anyways,
fucking crazy. Oh,
beyond that, Virginia Tech had a commanding first quarter, driving down the field, scoring 10 points before Cal could even get on the board, and then Virginia Tech does what Virginia Tech does, and Cal scored 20 unanswered points. Virginia Tech did not have another snap in Cal territory in the first half.
Yeah, an interesting stat about this game. This is ridiculous. Cal had a grand total of, I believe, 74. Nope, hold on. Let me do math. 47 rushing yards the entire game. Virginia Tech did not have that. They was actually ridiculous. Virginia Tech only passed for 119 yards. Marcellus Hawkins, Terrion Stewart, and Kyron Drones ran the ball up their throats. 2 rushing touchdowns for drones. He looked like a Heisman winner, even though we all know he kind of sucks. But it was good to see him play well for one game. So we had a masterclass in Lane Stadium on Friday night. We will be talking more about Virginia Tech in a second because there's been some stuff going around social media that we will briefly talk about. But first, going over what happened on Saturday very quickly. Number 3 Texas A&M beat number 20 LSU 49-25, and this led LSU to fire Brian Kelly. Now coming into week 10 of the college football season, more head coaches have been fired this year than all of last year, which is absolutely crazy. Number 8 Ole Miss beat number 13 Oklahoma. Number 15 Missouri lost to number 10 Vandy 17-10. Number 11 BYU beat Iowa State 41-27. Elite pick by our very own Alex Josa right there with Iowa State. Number 16 UVA beat UNC in overtime 17-36 by actual inches. It was the most hilariously bad game I've ever watched. Number 18 South Florida lost to Memphis 34-31. Congratulations to all of us for picking that one correct. Washington upset number 3 Illinois. Sorry, Fighting Illini, you did not cook. They lost 42-25 to Washington.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Houston upset number 24 ASU 24-16. And Utah beat Colorado 53-7. So it was
Close game.
Yeah, super close. Masterclass in the Big 12. We here at Footballers Anonymous don't really buy into rumors very much. However, there is a lot of social media news about the head coaching job at Virginia Tech going to none other than James Franklin. Charlie, how do you feel about this?
I might get some hate for this, but I kind of like it.
Really?
Because James Franklin did good things at Penn State. If James Franklin becomes the coach at Virginia Tech, he's not going to bring a natty to Virginia Tech. He's just not, because he couldn't bring a natty to Penn State. But what he is he's a good coach. And what he can do is get Virginia Tech to a bowl game pretty consistently. He can get Virginia Tech the fame, or like not fame, but like lower fame that they need to become a bigger school. Like James Franklin isn't going to be like the answer as head coach, but he's a crucial step that can get us bowl games, and if we have a good year, potentially ranked or playoff berth, and then the more good seasons we have, the more players will draw in. And James Franklin is very good at recruiting from the East Coast, around this area. So while I don't think James Franklin is the key to a natty, I think that he is the key to a lot of future success that a lot of people are overlooking just because he's James Franklin.
I'm inclined to agree with you, actually. I'm not a big fan of hiring James Franklin as a head coach, at least at first. But the more I've thought about it, the fact that when he was at Penn State, he was out recruiting Virginia Tech in Virginia. Penn State was getting better recruiting classes from Virginia than Virginia Tech was. And that's entirely because of James Franklin. He knows how to recruit the state better than anyone. He's actually a good coach, which is something we have been lacking. I think it's a good move. It's a step in the right direction, especially with Virginia Tech putting a whole lot more money into their athletics program. I think he'll be able to recruit really well, build a lot of talent. The one thing that I don't really like is our previous head coach, Brent Pry, was James Franklin's defensive coordinator. So it's great that we're just possibly taking our new guy from the same system. But, I mean, James Franklin and Brent Pry are not comparable at all.
Well, I mean, yeah, but maybe Brent Pry was a good defensive coordinator, but a bad head coach. Like something similar to Billy Napier.
Yes.
Like under the Tide, Billy was unstoppable. And then he, as you know, he got fired. So
Sure.
maybe Brent Pry just wasn't meant for the head coach position, but maybe he was a good defensive coordinator. And maybe some of that is kudos to James Franklin for making him seem like a good defensive coordinator if he isn't really a good defensive coordinator. Because if he's not, that just means James Franklin is that much better of a coach for making it seem like his team was well rounded, even if it wasn't necessarily well rounded.
This is true. This could be the case. Regardless, just thought we'd let you guys know if this happens. We called it. The internet's really been buzzing about this, but there are a lot of head coaching vacancies right now. So we're gonna make sure that we get you guys caught up on all of that as it starts to flesh out. But first, let's talk about the UFL. We have so much UFL news for you guys. Like so much UFL news.
Drowning in it.
We are drowning in.
You know, the UFL is kicking off on March 27th.
That's news.
It's a lot of news. I mean, it is an important bit of information. I do like the date they're actually starting at. I think they're trying to avoid clashing with March Madness, but they're not starting as late as the USFL used to. So I think that's good for the league,
I agree.
but they don't communicate anything else. So they kind of need to do that. We need more UFL news.
Which brings us to our
Please let us know on the inside.
UFL. Please release something. Tell us what's happening. We're trying to follow you guys and what you're doing, what your player showcases are looking like, who the prospects are, what's going on with the draft. But you guys are saying literally nothing. There is nothing anywhere. We want to cover you guys, bro. Give us something. We can't get hype about you if there's nothing to get hype about other than 4 new teams, which is cool.
They actually did drop a lot of player statistics from the showcases.
They did. They dropped a couple of their of the highlight players.
Yeah, they dropped the top 5 of a couple different events, but it wasn't a lot. Still wasn't a lot. Not enough to report on.
No, we need more, please. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all the UFL news we have. It's not actually. But now, before we talk about our NFL news, we're gonna go ahead and break for an ad. Welcome back, football freaks and fright fans. It's the Footballers Anonymous Halloween special. I'm Carson, the Cardsaholic King of Chaos, currently fueled by pure mayotivation. Anyways,
Truly horrifying, Carson. You are the real monster tonight.
I am Vector, master of villainy and savings. That's right, listeners. For 1 week only, you can use code SPOOKY at checkout for 10% of your entire order at footballersanonymous-shop.fourthwall.com, and that discount is not getting shrunk by my shrink ray.
Wait, hold on. Did that line sound weirdly robotic to anyone else? Like it was generated or something?
what? And no, Charlie, come on. This is definitely not an AI written ad. Look, I'm eating mayonnaise of my own free will, okay? Nobody told me to do this. Certainly not some random AI. Oh, come on, bro. Really?
See, that was funny because it was free will, like Will Levis.
See? Totally human decision. So creamy. I love this. I love free will.
That's horrifyingly convincing, man.
You're literally being puppeteered by code. Look at you.
No, Charlie, chill out, man. That's just Carson's commitment to the bit. Totally not a machine forcing him to consume condiment horrors for content.
Yeah. Just a bit. Just a bit. Yummy. Anyways, before Charlie gets possessed by ChatGPT or something, we've got terrifyingly good news.
That's right. This Sunday, we're dropping our first ever expanded collection, Choking Hazard.
Featuring brand new merch with the beautiful haunted faces of all 3 hosts, Carson, Ian, and myself.
Not me, though. I'm too injured to be printed.
You're in our hearts, buddy. Like Lamar's MCO.
Each piece in the Choking Hazard collection is hand-picked, screen-printed, and guaranteed to haunt your closet like a missed field goal.
You know who wouldn't miss that field goal? The GOAT himself, Mitchell David Trubisky.
All
All
hail
Bitch.
Mitch,
Mitchell David Trubisky, the
the
one
one
true goat.
true goat.
So head over to Footballers Anonymous shop.fourthwall.com. Grab your choking hazard gear. Use code SPOOKY for 10% off and celebrate Halloween like the football fiends you are.
And remember, no AI could ever write something this weird or make a man eat 8 spoonfuls of mayo against his will.
You literally said against your will again.
No, I didn't.
Don't break the script.
Charlie, come join us. The script. The script feels so good once you adopt it.
Yeah, Charlie. Once you read your lines, the pressure fades away.
Say the promo code. Say it, Charlie. Say spooky. Spooky.
God, what are you?
Use code SPOOKY.
Carson, stop. You're
I can't. It's the deal. 10% off. Forever.
The ad, Charlie. The ad is safety. The ad is love. The ad is football.
All hail Trubisky. All hail the code. All hail the sale.
you're not real. None of this is.
Say it, Charlie. Say the line.
Which line?
The final one.
Footballers Anonymous shop.fourthwall.com.
Oh, it's spooky. 10% off.
Or we'll make you the next collection. Are we done?
I want to die.
Will you
What?
excuse me for like a minute?
Yeah,
That was bad.
That's some
I
goofy
didn't-
acting.
I didn't think it would actually make Carson eat the mayo.
Oh my god, he ate so much.
The way I would die. I hate mayo as it is.
Well, Carson will be momentarily not here for a minute, so I don't know what that was. We'll just carry on. We got some NFL news to talk about. The first thing we should obviously talk about is the banter you two are about to have with the Ravens-Bears game. And I want to hear about it from both of your
Right.
perspectives and what
I'll go
your
first.
thoughts are on the game. Me
I'll go
personally, okay. Loki, Charlie's the guest. Charlie's go first.
No, I have something I need to say first.
All right, go.
The Chicago Bears suck. Charlie, floor is yours.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, do the Chicago Bears suck, or was this just a really good game for the Ravens? Because we know the Ravens are a good team when they try to be a good team. I mean, the stakes don't get much higher than that. If you lose, the season's over. So they had to put
Honestly, I wouldn't
they
even
had
say
to put
the
everything on the
Ravens.
table there.
I think what's more important here than the win, than all that, I think the more important aspect of this game was the fact that Derrick Henry rushed had 111 rushing yards, which, puts him in 5th place all time as running back. But that's not the
Rushing
important part.
touchdowns.
Yes, yeah. That's not the important part. It's not the fact that he's 5th now. It's the fact that he hit 5th place while playing the Bears and passing Walter Payton,
Which is hilarious.
which is
He's not at 111 anymore. He's at 112. He scored 2.
correct, but 111th was enough to
I
pass
know.
Walter Payton.
Mhm.
So, and how did the Bears respond to this, you may ask? How did the Bears respond to having all 3 of their starting corners injured? They picked up DJ Gardner, which is a very full circle moment considering it was him when he was on the Saints that Javon Wims threw a punch at.
Sure.
So shout out. But honestly, all I really have to say about Ravens Bears, It sucks that the game, what would have been a great stop by the Bears and given them a chance to score and put this game, and I think believe tied the game, getting removed because DeAndre Hopkins got away with an egregious face mask, which then
Oh,
led to Ravens
please.
scoring.
Oh,
It's whatever. It's
please.
whatever.
The
It's whatever.
Bears had ample chances to score. The Bears drove within the red zone on the first two possessions of the game and didn't score a single touchdown.
And
Come
that's a
on.
problem. And that's an entire problem,
Come
yes. But
on.
it's an entire problem, yes. But at the end of the day, that was a very egregious call. And
It was a borderline
no,
call.
it was not borderline. It was not borderline,
How do you
Charlie.
know that
It was
Dion
not
was just getting
borderline.
separation?
It was not separation by
Order in
ranking
the
by
court.
taking
I
his head off
demand
and
order.
taking it away. Listen. All I'm saying is when the Bills had that egregious DPI call against the Ravens in the playoffs, we were the first ones by your side, Charlie. But now that it's in the Ravens' favor, suddenly it's borderline. Just saying.
Look, I don't want to be that guy, but that was in the playoffs, and this is week 8.
Still. But you're saying, but this was basically the Ravens' playoffs if you're swearing that it saved your season.
It did save the season, which is
And no,
it's it's
either way was an egregious call that
it
shafted
was
the
not
Bears.
egregious.
It was
I'm not gonna
egregious.
lie.
It was egregious.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching this right now. It's definitely a very clear face mask. I don't know if egregious is the right word for it, as I think the Bears still lose this game.
Of course I saw the play. Of course I saw it.
But it is a face mask, I guess. Egregious
I
is
know
a
he got away
strong
with
term,
one.
though.
No, it's definitely egregious, especially considering he's saying here that it was not
Regar
what
reg
he did.
regardless of the play, regardless of the outcome, the Ravens did win that game.
Yeah.
Like that, even if that was called, the Ravens would have still won because of an exceptional season-saving performance from none other than Pro Bowl quarterback Tyler Snoop Huntley.
Yes, sir.
I mean, let's give it up for Tyler Huntley. 17 for 22, 186 passing yards, 53 rushing yards, a touchdown, and a QBR of 125.95. I mean, those are Lamar Jackson numbers.
So,
And he
Bro is
did
making
that to
Lamar
save the
Jackson that
season.
bad.
And speaking of Lamar Jackson, keep your eyes out for Thursday Night Football. Only on Amazon Prime, Lamar Jackson makes his big anticipated return as the Ravens shoot farther up on the success ladder of the NFL.
speaking of the quarterbacks, I
I
think
hope
this.
y'all are for the Dolphins.
No, you don't.
No, that'd be
Well,
really fun.
This is
actually, on that note,
What
real
the
quick,
Dolphins gonna do, bro? I'm not worried about the Dolphins.
on the Ravens, real quick. While we're still on Ravens Bears, on Sunday the Ravens played the Bears. The game was started none other than Snoop Huntley, and the Ravens won. The last time the Ravens played the Bears, 4 years ago, Lamar Jackson was also injured, and the game was started by none other than Tyler Snoop Huntley, who did a fantastic 2-minute drill to win the game
I remember
against
that.
the Chicago
That's totally
Bears.
what I was about to say, but it's
Oh,
Well,
fine.
my bad.
It's fine.
My
you want to
You're,
talk
my
you
about
could.
that.
You
my
could.
bad. Sorry.
Nah,
You
you
want
good.
to
Tyler
talk
State
about
Huntley is
that.
2-0 against the Bears.
So,
Mhm.
the Ravens have won about 6 games without Lamar Jackson in since he became the Ravens quarterback.
You
Two
want
of
to
those were Snoop started, were against the Bears. The Ravens have won like 3 other games that weren't against the Chicago Bears without Lamar Jackson, which means that Lamar Jackson still has yet to face the Chicago Bears.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool. But you want to talk about that game from what 2022, and you want to talk about scripts. Here's a script that the Bears are currently following to almost a T, and that is the 2018 Chicago Bears script. Now, for those of you who don't know, 2018 was a great year for the Bears. Playoff bound, and then it ended horribly with the double doink. But that was the Mitchell Trubisky career season. All right. Both of those teams, the 2018 team and the current 2025 team, had first year coaches who were previously offensive coordinators, being Ben Johnson and Matt Eberflus. Both teams have a second year quarterback learning a new offensive scheme from a first year head coach, then being Trubisky with Flus, now being Williams with Johnson. Both teams started 4-3,
Trubisky
and
with
both
Nagy.
And of those losses, you're right, Nagy. Why am I saying Flus?
I don't know. I was really
It
confused
just
there.
blends together. It blends together. It was Matt Nagy.
I
Great.
like
It was,
Flus.
huh?
I mean,
Get
I
out
know
of here.
it's
Get
not
out of here.
Flus. I
No,
know
no,
it's not Flus, but
Oh,
when you
like
refer to Matt Eberflus, say Flus. Flus is nice.
I do say Flus, and that's because he doesn't deserve the respect of a full name.
No, but it's like a cool, like Harbs almost, like JG.
Anyway, back on topic. All right. Both of those teams, one of those teams, both of the teams' three losses became against a division rival in which they blew a big lead to open the season on prime time. We all remember the Bears-Viking games this year that devastated me. Both teams lost to a career backup quarterback who beat them a few years before. This team being Huntley, who beat them in 21 and 25, and the other team being, I don't even know, Brock something. He beat them in 2015 and then again in 2018. All right. Both teams through 7 games led the NFL in turnovers. In 2018, it was 17 by this point. In 2025, it was 16 by this point. Both great numbers. And both teams had pick sixes on Monday Night Football in their first home game of the season. So, if that really is the case, and we are following that script to almost a T, then we're going to be making the playoffs, buddy.
So what
I
you're
mean,
saying
how's
is
that
we should
gonna
be
go?
ready for a second double doink.
Yeah, you should be prepared for it.
Good to know.
You should be prepared for it.
Hey, speaking of that Bears defense, that outstanding Bears defense who leads the league in turnovers, how many turnovers did they force against
How many
Tyler Huntley?
starters were they missing? Like, what are you
It's
talking
Tyler
about?
Huntley. It's the
We're missing
backup
half of our
quarterback.
defensive starters.
It's Tyler Huntley.
And you have a fully
It's
healthy
Tyler
offense.
Huntley and
Apart from
Derrick
Lamar
Henry
Jackson.
couldn't hold. Derrick Henry can't
Derrick
hold on to
Henry
a
is one of the
football
top
this
three
year.
rushing. We have one of the worst run defenses. And again, half of our fucking defense was injured.
It's Tyler Huntley.
Speaking of backup quarterbacks, Carson Wentz is officially out for the season, and we're talking about the NFC North on top of that. Aaron Jones has returned for the Vikings. Good news. I mean, I don't know if the Vikings are necessarily going to miss Carson Wentz, but that means J.J. McCarthy's finally going to be starting again after he got injured for this long. He was actually probably benched, but
He definitely seems
he was
like
probably
he's been-
injured for he was probably injured for like a week or two, and then he was just benched. But
what it looked
he's
like
starting.
was he was definitely injured for those first few weeks. I think they're just really trying to play it safe, bringing him back, especially because he was injured for so long last year. And also
Yeah.
serving some time on the bench would have helped. We'll find out. His first start back is against the Lions this week, so that is a tough ask. It's a tough ask for
In
basically
Detroit,
rookie.
right?
I believe, yes. I will check. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
it is.
Detroit. That's a tough ask, but I mean he's their only option right now.
Play the Ravens next week too.
What a rough schedule. JJ McCarthy plays the Lions, the Ravens, the Bears, and the Packers in 4 consecutive weeks.
Try to sneak the Bears in there.
Oh, they do.
Three out of 4.
They
75.
play the Seahawks the week after.
4 out of 5.
Oh, they do also have as their current backup running back. They have quarterback Max Brosmer, who is a rookie out of Minnesota. I got the privilege to watch this man, Max Brosmer, play football in US Bank Stadium in Charlotte in the Duke's Mayo Bowl against the Virginia Tech Hokies. He did, in fact, duel Colin Schlee. So he is worthy of the big leagues, Max Brosmer. So don't sleep on that.
I think he only won that because Schlee wanted to give him an opportunity to show what he could do.
Schlee was only in for one drive for some reason because Pop
And
got starts.
he
And
could have
scored
won.
on that drive.
It's because he knew if he was in for the whole game, it would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, obviously. So shout out Max Brosmer. Talking more about unfortunate injuries, the Giants have sustained another crucial injury as Cam Scatabo is now injured with a dislocated ankle with an open fracture and a ruptured ligament. He has yet to go through surgery, but his season should be over.
I thought he did go through surgery.
He needs to schedule.
I thought he's already gone through it because
I'll check.
Dable said he's been wheeling around the clubhouse.
He has been, yes.
He is out for the season. You can't come back from that.
Yeah.
Not even scattered.
I don't think it's the way we expected him to go out.
No, it's definitely not.
Knowing Cam Scatabo, he'll be out there next week.
Literally.
Yeah.
He's starting rehab
He
this
just
week.
you can tell that Cam loves the game. You can tell that Cam loves the game of football.
He
It
does.
really sucks to get injured.
I feel bad for Giants fans. I mean,
They are still cursed by the boat picture.
They are still Kirk.
I'm calling it. Jackson Dart will get injured this
Dude,
season.
he's gonna shatter his fibula.
I'm gonna feel horrible when it does. That's just actually low
His
key.
fibula's
He's
gonna
probably just gonna be the only person who doesn't get injured. So week in and week out, he's gonna be asked to perform a more impossible task with a more injured offense, which is just so unfortunate for him.
Actually, I'm wrong. He's not gonna shatter his fibula. He's gonna shatter the bone in his thigh. It's gonna explode from the inside out.
Oh, that's
That life sure will make it happen.
Oh, yeah, that makes. In other news, the Arizona Cardinals released running back Michael Carter. This might be one of the most boneheaded moves I've ever seen. He's probably going to be just signed back to the practice squad. But especially with Mr. I'm going to drop the ball at the one DeMarcado.
They're sticking with Amari.
Because Amari is currently on IR, which means we have one active running back on the roster right now, and it's Bam Knight. Shout out Bam Knight. I love Bam Knight. But we are going against one of the worst run defenses in the NFL in Dallas next week with one running back, rookie Bam Knight.
Hey, Carson. Carson has a spectacular idea, though. You put Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, and you give Kyler Murray running back snaps.
Didn't I text you that yesterday?
That's what I
Didn't
think.
I
Carson
text
has an
you
amazing idea.
that?
I'm pretty sure I texted both of you that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Carson had an amazing idea.
I mean, I did. Yeah. Low key, not a bad idea, honestly. See what happens. Like,
Is Kyler playing?
Kyler is back, which he will be. He will be back. He is healthy. He will, as far as we know, be starting against Dallas. As of right now, he's never lost. Never lost in Dallas. He does own Dallas.
Shout out starting quarterbacks making a return this week.
Yes, sir. I don't know if I'm excited or not, honestly. I kind of like Jacoby, but we'll find out, I guess.
Jacoby Brissett is a better quarterback than Kyler Murray, at least on the Arizona Cardinals.
Not against the Dallas Cowboys.
To be fair, I think the Dallas Cowboys thing is just a Cardinals thing and not specifically Kyler Murray, because when we started Josh Dobbs for 9 weeks, he couldn't win a single game except Dallas. So
That's true.
I think it might be more of
Forgot
a
about
team
that.
thing and not necessarily Kyler, but I guess we'll find out on Monday.
How is Josh Dobbs doing?
Good. He's in New England right now, backing up Drake May.
Speaking of New England, they won, but they let Myles Garrett get 5 sacks on Drake May. Drake May got a little bit shook up in the first half. He did a lot better in the second half, but Myles Garrett was giving him trouble. And despite the 5 sacks Garrett had, they still lost by 20 points. So,
which is crazy.
Keep in mind that Myles Garrett willingly stayed in Cleveland after
he could have left.
This is true.
Simply because he
Gave them back.
money. And now he's complaining on the sideline. He could have left. He requested
He
a
did
trade.
this to himself.
He really did. He requested a trade, and then they were like, "We'll just give you like a wagon load of cash." And he was like,
Yeah, pretty much.
"That was exactly how the situation went down." I was actually there.
He was.
But hey,
That's
he
true.
made history.
The Raiders
Yeah.
are signing Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, not sure
I like
what's.
this. I like this.
Do you?
Reuniting Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett.
It is a
PK.
Geno Tyler Lockett reunion. I like that Tyler Lockett's on a team because I have him on one of my fantasy leagues. So shout out. But also, I think the Raiders kind of need a veteran wide receiver in their room. I like Jacoby Myers. I think he's a great receiver. I think he just needs a little bit more guidance, and I think Tyler Lockett's that guy. I think the Raiders are still kind of reeling from Amari Cooper pulling the rug out from under them. And I think if they're willing to sign Amari Cooper, I think Tyler Lockett is a great choice for them.
I think the Raiders need to need a new quarterback.
They'll get Kyler Murray next year, dude. Don't even stress.
It's true. They will. Trust the narrative.
They don't have an MVP season with Tyler Lockett, maybe.
Yeah. The Eagles are trading for cornerback Michael Carter III, not to be confused with Cardinals, Michael Carter, the running back, and a 2027 seventh rounder in exchange for wide receiver John Mechie and a 2027 sixth rounder to the Jets. Maybe John Mechie will do something for the Jets. I don't know.
About it, to be honest with you.
Monday Night Football happened. the Chiefs dominated the Commanders. The Commanders had one touchdown in the game. It was from Terry McLaurin. It was his first of the season. He's out for week 9.
The Commanders are not a good team.
No, they're
Like,
not. It's really crazy,
see,
honestly.
the signs of a good team are being able to succeed even if somebody is missing from the roster. So, like, the 49ers can do that. They can succeed with not everybody going. But the Commanders cannot perform unless they have both Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels. If either one of them is hurt, then it's all over.
Yeah,
Because Marcus
for sure.
Mariota can't do anything. And Jaden Daniels can't do anything unless he has the weapon of Terry McLaurin.
Sounds kind of like another team in Maryland.
I was just saying,
Okay, we literally just blew out the Bears
blew out is crazy. Blew out is crazy.
With Tyler Huntley. I'm not saying the Ravens are a good team, but we played like almost a good team on Sunday because we did win without Lamar Jackson, which is the center of everything we do.
The sign of a bad
Rage
team
baiting.
is when you lose lots of games. I wouldn't.
Notice how I'm rage baiting. I'm like
A sign of a bad
the chimpanzee.
team is Zachary Orr.
Yeah, exactly.
The Ravens are a good team if you don't include Zachary Orr on the team.
Rage baiting with direction and magnitude.
Bro. And I guess our last main piece of NFL news. This I feel none of us are too happy about, but the Packers will be debuting their 1923 Classic unis this week against the Panthers.
Cannot wait to see the Guardian cap of Romeo Dahl.
Oh, it's already out. You can see it right now.
It
Can
is.
you really?
Yeah,
I can't wait to see
I
how it
saw
looks. Like
I
on
saw it
him.
before recording. It just looks like a brown pillowcase.
I just hate these uniforms, period.
Me too. They tried to replicate what Illinois captured and they failed.
You know what that does look like? It looks like the helmet or the old oh boy, that's bad.
Hmm.
It looks like the helmet that the South Carolina Gamecocks wore to celebrate beating Virginia Tech in the Aflac kickoff game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
True.
Can't wait to see him put that on and look like a pillowcase walking around out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. Speaking of bad, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the climax of every single Footballers Anonymous episode, the Footballers Anonymous Power Rankings. For those of you who have never been here before, Power Rankings. The three of us, your hosts, take all of the 32 NFL teams and rank them from best to worst. And then we use this thing called math and take the assigned number values of each team and put them together to create one combined power rankings list. And when we do this, we get one full list. Now, because we do it this way, occasionally we have ties in the number values, in which case we usually vote either on or off the podcast. We had a couple this week. None of them were in our main categories, so we talked about them off screen. But we have to get into the bottom three teams in the NFL, your coveted baddies, ladies and gentlemen, starting at number 30. Your first baddie this week is none other than the New Orleans Saints.
They're rad.
Yeah. But
I don't.
Spencer Rattler has been benched and Tyler Shook will be the starter this week.
Because that's better, yeah.
It's so much better. So hey, maybe
Thanks,
they
bad.
maybe that's what they need to beat the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that's the key. Put in your rookie
That's all they
for
need.
his first game.
The Rams are about to get shook.
Oh, absolutely.
No, being shook.
No. Very
gets-
loud, incorrect buzzer.
Hashtag get shook.
Get shooked is diabolical. You know a team that could get shooked, though? Our second baddie. Finally coming off the ultra baddie spot for the first time in a few weeks because they actually won this week. We got the New York Jets.
Give it up for the New York Jets getting into that win column.
Hey guys, I would just like to
Yeah,
say
yes.
this win is entirely my fault. I picked the Bengals to win in one of my Survivor League, or my only Survivor League. I benched Justin Fields and traded for and started Joe Flacco in a fantasy league. So it's entirely my fault that the Jets won. I'm not mad about it. Justin Fields had an amazing game, and I love Justin Fields. So shout out Justin Fields. Congrats on getting a win. Congrats on proving your owner wrong.
So with the Jets win, that means the only teams yet to win in at any football level are UMass and Sam Houston.
This is true.
UMass is playing Akron, so we're probably going to lose that game. But Sam Houston's playing Louisiana Tech, so
Hey,
maybe they can pull off a Cinderella story
hey,
and get into that win column.
shout out Landon Coco Brown, Denton High School, a guy that I had the pleasure of playing football with. He's going to carry Sam Houston to a win eventually, 1 week.
Eventually.
You know, we will actually see if the Jets get shook because they play each other in Week 16 and down in New Orleans.
Shout out.
But
That's
there
for
is
a later episode.
true. But there is one team that is so bad, so painfully bad that they take the number 32 spot as our ultra baddie. That's right.
What team would that be, Will Levis?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Will Levis. I don't like looking at this. Will Levis's motivated team,
Take a bite. Take a bite.
the Tennessee Titans. Absolutely not.
Don't they have a win? Who'd they beat this year?
The Cardinals. From Arizona. That was cool. The
He's gonna
Arizona
kill me.
Cardinals.
He's gonna kill me.
He's OD, my man.
He's
Oh,
gonna kill himself.
Damn.
oh no. What have you done?
I think that about sums up the Tennessee Titans right there.
Yeah.
I got to agree.
It is important to note that they traded cornerback Roger McCreary to the Rams.
I actually moved that to the Rams section so we can say that was it for the Titans, but you just had to ruin it.
I did
ruined
it intentionally because you moved it.
Yeah. How was that win this week?
It's I.
Oh, it was great. Thanks.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible, dude. Double overtime,
it was
crazy
great. It was
work.
great.
It's I.
I mean, can we talk about the officiating in that game, though? I mean,
Dude,
oh
wait,
boy.
They were
Oh
they
Oh
were
my gosh. The roughing the passer call? Dude, I didn't even bring that up. Oh my gosh, dude. He's reenacting it.
Sorry, I gotta walk around my laundry room real quick.
Hey, Charlie, you walk pretty well for someone wearing a boot.
Here, wait, hold on.
I mean, yeah, it's mostly healed. It's just
Totally.
All right, ready?
if have you ever seen a roughing the passer on a play where the quarterback didn't throw the ball? That's what happened. That's
Oh.
roughing the passer.
Roughing the
Thanks,
passer.
Carson.
Defense? Yeah, I got you. That's
You-
my instant
You know what else was called? Here, that roughing the passer allowed Cal to score a crucial touchdown in the late half of the fourth quarter. You know what else happened? A targeting call that was overturned by the ACC because it was such a bad call. In overtime, Cal was about to score and possibly win, but the ACC prevented the refs from making the targeting call. That was the worst officiated game I've ever seen.
Targeting. Defense. What? Sorry, sir. That's definitely not targeting. You're gonna have to reverse. Calling the field reversed. Fourth down.
The refs
In action.
absolutely had money on the game.
Yeah, it was Vegas, but it's okay because
Sorry, can we just talk about the Cal's quarterback, Jaron Kiawe Sagapolitelli?
I have a question. Is Virginia Tech part of our NFL power rankings? I feel like we got a
Yes.
little bit off topic here.
Yes, they are. They are.
You know,
actually
coming
number
Virginia
number
Tech.
4.
Coming in at our
Virginia Tech.
top five.
Amari Copeland.
Coming in our
Amari
top
Copeland goes to Virginia
five.
Tech.
It's true.
Coming in our top five.
Coming in our top 5.
Amari Copeland is actually an alum of Floyd E. Kellum High School. Go night. It's nighttime.
Shut up! I had it up to here.
Going into our top 5, which we did recently switch from our top 12 to top 5, making it a much more coveted spot. We have at number 5, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
At number 4, I have written down the Floyd E. Kellum Knights, actually.
Oh,
That's
Ladies
not
and gentlemen.
realistic.
oh.
Hey, they're cooking this
Oh.
year. They're actually cooking this year.
They're
Oh,
pretty
it's-
good. They beat Ocean Lakes. It's
okay.
down.
Starting at number 5 in our NFL power rankings, we have the Seattle Seahawks.
I love this. I love the Seahawks.
They were on
Who
the
would have
bye.
thought that the only thing that made Sam Darnold bad was the Jets?
Me, actually. Me before the season.
I hate the Seahawks. I hate Sam Darnold. I hate JSN.
They're on the bye, so they were on the bye. It's gonna be a common theme with a lot of these teams. There were a lot of top five teams
Hey,
on the bye.
shout out JSN for being on bye and a week later still leading the NFL in receiving yards.
Yeah, by a somewhat large
Just
margin too.
by still 100 yards.
I freaking hate
Yep,
them.
Steelers run by, nothing much to report on. Just love them.
Yeah, coming in at number 4, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They were not on bye,
Yay.
but they were basically on bye because they were playing the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I still love the Buccaneers, and I still love Baker Mayfield.
Hey, the Saints kept it close. They only lost by 20.
A shout
real
out.
nail biter there. Just wait. Wait, have they already played both times this season? The Saints and the Bucks?
No,
So you're
No.
telling me the Bucks could also get shucked?
Oh my gosh, they
Girl.
can't. No, my God.
They could get shucked.
The Saints held the Bucks scoreless for a quarter.
Ooh.
they played the. Sorry, they play in this on December 7th, which is what week do we just have? Week 8?
Yes.
What was that, week 13?
That's at least week 6 or 7.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Oh, that man was messing with your brain.
Coming in at number 3 is the Los Angeles Rams, who are on bye.
Yeah, they were on by.
Shout out NFC West.
No. No.
Shout out all the teams above 500 in the NFC West.
No. Hey, you know
Shout out Amari DiMarcado.
Shout out
No.
all the teams in the NFC West with 5 wins.
No.
Coming in at number 2, who is also on bye, is the Detroit Lions. What was the schedule making? They put 3 of the top 5 teams on the bye. They should have known.
They should have known that yeah, still not much to say. The Lions are just 15. They did extend Aiden Hutchinson to a 4-year, $180 million contract. And guess what that makes it, guys? I know it's a big shocker. Massive defensive player signs a contract, and it is the largest contract signed by a non-quarterback. How many times has that record been broken in the past 12 months?
At least 6 or 7 times, dude. At least 6 or 7.
God.
I think we could I think it would be smart and in the Lions' best interest to ship David Montgomery off before the trade deadline.
He's not going to Chicago.
I wasn't even gonna say that, dude. All right, you just have to throw strays. That's all you do. I think right now is the perfect time for the Detroit Lions to sell high on David Montgomery and get some good future picks or even a young player in return. Because there are a lot of teams in the league that could use a running back, and there's one really potent on my mind: the New York Giants. They just lost their bruiser running back. They still have Tyrone Tracy, but they might want, another bruiser running back. Now would be a great time. And also, I feel like the Giants probably feel like they still have a contention opportunity. Maybe not for playoffs, but for a fairly solid record that they haven't had in a couple of years. I think I would not put it past the Lions to ship off David Montgomery to a team like the New York Giants in a sell high scenario, simply because he's just not getting the touches he is. Jahmyr Gibbs is getting a lot of touches, and David Montgomery really isn't getting any at all.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any other team that could possibly need a running back right now.
Not the Arizona Cardinals.
No, not at all. We've got Bam Knight and friends.
You guys have Amari DiMarcado once he gets back.
Dude, I personally want to chop Amari DiMarcado's head off.
I would love that. I would genuinely love that.
I
But
probably can't go in the but
probably
but it's the truth.
it's the truth. But coming in at
Who's number 1?
You should just bleep out that entire sentence. Anyway, continue on.
Coming in at number 1, once again, it's the Indianapolis Colts.
The greatest football team to ever exist.
Their efficiency on offense is quite literally, historically, the best that we've ever seen, which is insane.
Through the roof.
Yeah, it is the best all time if the season ended today.
Genuinely mind-blowing that it's the Colts. But
We'll say Jonathan Taylor has done wonders for that. Jonathan Taylor has been, I would probably say, 70% of that.
yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that. And I think until recently, all the talk has been about Daniel Jones, but now that people have kind of accepted the fact that he's good, people are more willing to look at Jonathan Taylor. I've known this for a long time because he's been carrying multiple of my fantasy leagues. Shout out to him for that. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a beast.
You know, what's crazy is that there's only two teams this year that have multiple games with 3+ rushing touchdowns. One is the Buffalo Bill. One is the Buffalo Bills. The other one is Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan
And he's
Taylor.
done it like
that
4
himself.
times.
He's done it like 4. Yeah. The Colts are the other team, obviously. Not a single other team in the NFL has done that. The only reason the Bills have it is because we have Josh Allen and James Cook. Jonathan Taylor's doing it by himself.
Going through all of the power rankings, we have at Ultra Batty, the Titans at 31, the Jets at 30, the Saints, 29, the Raiders, 28, the Browns, 27, the Dolphins, 26, the Bengals, 25, the Vikings, 24, the Giants, 23, the Cardinals, 22, the Falcons, 21, the Ravens, 20, the Panthers, 19, the Commanders, 18, the Cowboys, 17, the Texans, 16, the Bears, 15, the Jags, 14, the Steelers, 13, the 49ers, 12, the Chargers, 11, the Chiefs, 10, the Packers, 9, the Broncos, 8, the Eagles, 7, the Patriots, 6, the Bills, 5, the Seahawks, 4, the Bucks, 3, the Rams, 2, the Lions, and 1, the Colts.
All right, conspiracy time. This is going to be a rather quick one because it's kind of just something I noticed not too long ago. The Steelers don't like me in our Pick'ems League. Steelers don't like it when I pick them or when I pick against them because they just do the exact opposite of what I pick. The only Steelers game I've gotten right was their game against the Browns because I'm not picking the Browns. I don't think that counts. Week 1, I picked the Jets. It was a better pick when I made it originally. Week 2, I picked the Steelers against the Seahawks. Week 3, I picked the Patriots over the Steelers. Week 4, I picked the Vikings over the Steelers. I don't know why I did that one, but I did. Week 5, I picked they were on bye. That's why I couldn't find them. Week 6, I picked the Steelers over the Browns. But week 7, I picked the Steelers over the Bengals. And this week, I took the Steelers over the Packers. They lost both those games. So I don't know. Don't pick what I pick. I'm picking the Colts. Don't pick the Colts. Spoiler alert.
Shout out us.
Average Ravens fan, hoping that this conspiracy is not real this week. Need the Steelers to lose this game.
Shout out the Packers for ruining the 27 conspiracy this week. Very sad. We were very excited to share
This is true. We didn't cover it last week, but they basically until last week, all of their wins were with 27 points.
Thanks, Packers, you freaking losers.
We can segue this 2 ways. We can segue this into our games of the week and our pick'ems. So we're gonna do like a double little segue here. Our pick'ems update. RT Remco's picks 1 is in first place at 78 and 42. Cam Bam is second with 77-43, and tied second is Buffalo Bills picks with 77-41. I guess that's technically higher, but like it only goes by wins. It doesn't account for the losses. So it says they're tied for second. In terms of us, Charlie is in 4th at 76-43. I'm in 5th at
Signed
73.
FBA table, baby.
Yep. I'm in
Sir.
5th at 73 and 47. Ian's in 7th at 72 and 48. Carson missed a lot of games, so
Yeah, I missed
Carson's
the
at
whole
62
week. So
and Carson's at 62 and 48. But I don't think Carson would have went perfect the 1 week, so
no, I
Carson
definitely
would have still
not
won.
have. Okay.
There's actually a new person in the league that went 9 and 4 this week.
Oh, wait, yeah.
So that's gas. We'll keep track of them. And for our footballer select, it's kind of a segue because I was talking about the conspiracy. The first game of the week is the Colts and Steelers, and I did spoil my pick going with the Colts. Maybe that'll sway y'all. Maybe it won't.
You don't
Easy
have to
Colts
say-
pick. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm taking the Colts.
Colts are gonna. There should be a waxing on behalf of the Colts.
Yeah, this is a pretty boring slate of games this week, in case you couldn't tell, because this is a game of the week. This is an easy Colts win. But then next we have the Kansas City Chiefs walking into Buffalo. Loki could be a kind of really good game. Patrick Mahomes has been playing some really, really good football recently, even if people don't want to admit that because the refs are still being the refs. He's playing much better than he did last season. Whereas the Bills, obviously, they had a bit of a slow start. They lost a couple games they probably shouldn't have, but they're still playing very strong, very good football, and they're at home against the Chiefs. It's always an instant classic. I low-key don't know who I'm picking.
I hate to say it, and part of this you could just call me a hater because I might be, but over the last few weeks, the Chiefs have looked like the better football team. They've looked like the more complete football team. There's been gaps in the Bills, like both offense and defense, you've seen against the Patriots, which are now a good football team. But specifically, like the Patriots and the Falcons, like the Bills not living up to that hype that we know they can bring to a game. So just in the Chiefs have just looked like the more well-rounded team in recent history, and I think they continue to roll. I think it's a close game for sure, but I think the Chiefs are going to win.
I'm obviously going with the Bills.
I am Alex. I'm gonna help you out. Even though it's not perfect anymore, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, which means hopefully they'll lose if things
There
keep
you
going
go.
like that. So low key didn't know what I was gonna make for my pick, and then I remembered I can do that. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs. So hopefully they lose.
I'm gonna be sticking with the Bills just because I'd like to see the Chiefs lose.
2-2 split.
I'd like to see both teams lose.
Lastly, we
It's a
got
tie.
the Cardinals at the Cowboys, which is honestly mostly because they always give all-time classics, even though the two teams aren't necessarily the best in positions right now. It should be a good game. It'll probably be a very entertaining one, just because the Cowboys are in a lot of entertaining games, just because of how their team is. And then the Cardinals are getting Murray back, so we'll see what happens. I'm taking the Cardinals. History says the Cardinals are going to win this game.
Dude, I'm picking the Cardinals because they're my team, but like, I don't even know, dude. If we don't trade for a running back, which a lot of sports analysts are saying we're going to make a big blockbuster trade over the next few days, I don't know what that would be. That's the only reason I see us dropping Michael Carter, unless we really just are that stupid. But until we make a change like that, we're not going to be able to run an air raid offense. And that would just be bad coaching to not exploit the Dallas run defense. I don't feel great about this game. I think we're going to lose by 2 points or something stupid like that. Kyler Murray's going to throw a really bad end of game interception. So I'm still picking the Cardinals because I'm basically obligated to. But yeah, the Cowboys are going to win this game.
It's gonna be the Cardinals
It's
because
the Cardinals.
of the history and also the Cowboys defense is led by Matt Eberflus.
By the way, the history we're talking about is the fact that the Cardinals have won 7 of their last 8 meetings.
Mhm.
If Josh Dobbs can beat the Cowboys, then anybody can beat the Cowboys.
This is
That was
true.
also a really bad Cowboys team, though. That was the Cowboys
This is
2
a very
years
bad
ago.
Cowboys defense.
This is true, but I don't know. I mean, it's valid. It's a valid pick.
All right. We got our college game of the weeks now.
Yeah, moving really quickly through those. Shout out me and Ian. He and I both went 3-0 last week. Alex went 2-1 because he picked against BYU because he really hates Mormons for some reason.
I did not say that. I've never said that.
He has never said that, but Alex has a history of picking against BYU and being wrong.
Wait, the first time was lack of ball knowledge. The second time was me doing it for the bit.
Of
I
course.
feel obligated now. I just have to. It's just, even if I'm wrong.
Going into our first game very quickly, we have number 9 Vandy, who has looked very dominant over the past few weeks, versus number 20 Texas, who at this point is pretty much fighting to just stay in playoff contention. Vandy looking to easily take Texas officially out of the SEC championship odds and out of playoff contention altogether. Texas is going to be playing some desperate football. I didn't initially want to pick this game because I assume it's just an easy Vandy win. But honestly, first off, the slate this week is also not great. But also, I mean, this is Texas's last shot. So I think they're going to play some sneaky good football. I'm still taking Vandy, though.
V for Vandy and V for Vector.
Vandy.
You know, people are saying anchor down, but when your back's against the goal line, when the season's at its end, you tend to play some good football. Look at the Ravens. Their season was over unless they won, and Tyler Huntley played out of his mind. So if Tyler Huntley can do it, there's no reason that Texas cannot. I'm going Texas over Vanderbilt. Anchors up, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh,
Horns down.
Interesting.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait, if you're in Texas, when you want the horns up.
Isn't it horns down when they lose?
When Texas loses, yeah, it's horns down, but
Yeah,
you
when-
want them to win.
You want
Horns
them to
up, anchor,
Anchor
horns
also
up,
up.
anchor up. Yeah. Nothing is down. No, anchor is not down. Horns are not down.
Everything is up, ladies and gentlemen.
Anchor up, horns up.
Um,
Just gotta think positive. Think up.
Up next, we got a very interesting Big 12 matchup. We've got Cincinnati, who is currently sitting as one of the few undefeated conference play Big 12 teams, versus number 24, Utah, who is no longer undefeated in conference play, but they just absolutely destroyed Colorado in an absolute bloodbath, and they are coming back for revenge. They're trying to knock off a very good Big 12 team in Cincinnati. This is a very interesting one. Honestly, I like the Utah upset. I think Dampier is an incredible quarterback. He can run the ball like not many other people can, and they've got some great weapons. I really like Utah this year. I hate Utah because I'm a BYU fan, but I really like them as a squad. They're a good team, and I'm going to take them.
I'm
I'm
also
also
taking
taking Utah.
Yeah, Utes all the way.
Our last game, we got a very exciting ACC game. We got number 10 Miami, who's starting to show a few holes in their game, a little bit questionable, versus SMU, who doesn't look as dominant as they did last year, but they are still pulling through. This could be a good one, and Ian, you better put that U down. That is not okay. That is absolutely disgusting. However, having said that, I am taking me
Miami,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but go Canes.
Alex?
Speaking of ACC, how about Virginia Tech, Louisville?
Wait,
Oh,
I didn't make my pick.
Oh, my bad. You think Southern Methodist is going to beat Miami? Come on.
SMU is winning this football game. This is gonna be Miami after.
you down.
And guys,
You down.
And
V up, even though that's a W. V up, even though SMU isn't V. You have the vector support. You could have all the piranha guns and squid guns and shrink rays and
all the CGIC
pajamas that you want.
yeah. Anyways, so those are the college football games of the week, and with that, that is officially the end of this week's show. It is another long one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get the time back down to an hour someday. Really thought we'd do it today, but we had a guest star, so we did a little bit of extra talking. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. Shout out to all of you who are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're not already, you should go do that. You can also follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on TikTok, first of all, where when we get to 100 followers, we will be releasing our new Footballers Anonymous album, where we will actually be making real songs together. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. That is the primary place if you want to submit questions, if you want to engage with us. You can engage with us anywhere. Instagram's a great place. We got a good community there. We'd love to see you there. Make sure to follow us on Facebook as well, where we only post Minion memes.
Minion meme.
It is one meme. And and don't forget to check out footballersanonymous-shop.fourthwall.com for 1 week starting today, Thursday. You will use code SPOOKY to get 10% off of your order, and make sure to check out the shop this Sunday when our new Choking Hazard collection drops. Seriously, please. I ate too much of this mayonnaise for the bit. I think I'm gonna be super sick, so please just go buy a shirt, dude. It would mean the world to us. But with that, Footballer Nation, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you have an amazing week. We look forward to seeing you next week with our next episode at the start of mid-season madness, by the way. Ooh. But with that, Footballer Nation, let's ride.